Yo, GK Nation. GPS. The Grown Folks Podcast.
Oh my God. Welcome to the podcast.
An extension of the Grown Folks Kids Show. Introducing the host with the most, the great gun. Keeping it kid. This is going to be fun. Because I'm Batman. Yo, Grown Folks Kids Show nights. How's it be? How's it going? You know what? We're hitting back into May there. We're getting close to Memorial Weekend. And here we go again, back on the show, ready to do some things. I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to have some fun.
Well, what we gonna do?
All right, let's go. Man, we got some nerd stuff today. We've been on the sports stuff, wrestling. We did some social talk. Let's get back to some nerd stuff, all right?
Okay, well, before we get into that stuff,
so what you got? What you got before I do the whole intro?
Let's give our deepest condolences to the Gaspard family.
Who's the Gaspard family?
Shad Gaspard.
Who is Shad Gaspard, for those who don't know?
He was the big heavy for Crime Time.
Crime Time.
You know,
money. Yeah. Money. Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to give out, he gave his life for his son. We won't go into too much of the details. I'm pretty sure most people who listen to our podcast know, but just know that he went out as a hero, allowing his son to be rescued before him.
Got hit with one of those riptides that got washed out to sea. Got sucked down, washed out to sea.
Washed out to sea.
That's a scary thing when you going too far out from the beach.
Water.
Yeah, man, that's man.
You know, so but it was confirmed it was him that washed up on the beach, and we just want to say to.
Because that's a sad day. Nobody wants to lose their father that way. You know?
No one wants to lose
their father. It's sad for the kids. I know for a fact how it traumatizes the kids, because when I first started getting started in the music industry, my old partner died by rescuing his daughter out in the lake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Long time, late 90s when I was first getting started. And watch those kids grow up and watch how it did traumatize. How it affected him, especially the daughter that he had rescued.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's very traumatizing. No one wants. So we give it up to former Crime Time, old WWE. I think they were the early 20-teens?
20-teens, yeah.
Early 2010, 2011, 2012, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Crime Time, money.
Time.
Now you got Street Profits.
Look, man, stop.
Want to be Crime Time? All right.
Let's get back to it.
All right, so
where we at?
Hey, so welcome to the show. All right, and listen, if you want to check us out, we're on just about every podcast platform.
Everyone.
Go to grownfolkskidsshow.com. Okay. And listen, select the TV show. You know, actually go just down the front of the page. You'll see everything. You can select TV show, podcast, whatever. Look at our Facebook. Look at our Instagram stuff. It's all on our page. Just go to grownfolkskidsshow.com. You'll see everything you need to see.
www.grownfolkskidsshow.com.
You know who I am?
Man, who are you?
Asby Dreyer! Start that again. Dreyer! Hey, hold on.
There might need to be a little echo in that, because you sounding.
I gotta prep myself. Dreyer! Vid. All right, who are you, man?
The man on the golden mic, the great gun.
All right, he's the great gunny. That's not too bad. Not too bad. All right, that's normal.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I got you. So, hey, guys, so fans, listen. And, you know, we are doing one of the coolest, we're multi-facet talk show. We do comics, entertainment, sports, social talk, movies, whatever.
Music.
It's like we're sitting on the couch just talking. So listen, there ain't going to be proper English talking on here. Might be some ebonics thrown here and there, especially from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You don't need I don't need all that stuff. Just random sports. We just talk.
You don't need an
That's how we do.
Oxford English.
I don't need Oxford English. Who cares?
Dictation.
Listen, whatevs. That's what I'm gonna say. Whatevs. His T's are D's. So, you know what I'm saying. Who cares?
What it is.
It is what it is. All right, so hey, listen.
With a Z.
Let's talk about some...
What we doing?
I don't know, man. Let's talk about comic book stuff. We ain't talk about comics.
Comic movies? Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about comic type stuff. Something in the nerd realm.
You know.
Let's get nerdy for those out there who don't understand. You know, we get nerd. We get nerd, all right?
What do you want to get
We're
into?
a couple of nerd daddy brothers.
What do you want to get into?
I don't know, man. I don't know. What's first on your list there? You got something on your list?
I got a list. If you want to go off my list, you know. We can
Look
get
like
my
on your list right there. Does that look like you see, was that Zack Snyder cuts?
Boy.
What? You want to talk about that?
Hey, man, it's coming to fruition.
You mean that same Zack Snyder that had 1 out of 3 good movies?
Look, man.
The Man of Steel and the rest were... And
He
the other
didn't
one,
make the rest of them.
huh?
He didn't make the rest of them.
He didn't finish the cuts, but that's in his tone with his name on it.
Well, no, his name wasn't on it. Joss Whedon was the one that
insisted.
did the justice. No. Remember, Zack Snyder left.
In the middle of it.
He left. And so they took his movie and made it the way they wanted it to be. So,
But he got the blame for it.
of course he gets the
Because
the guy with the mental issue always gets the blame.
And it's the same... I don't know about that.
Well-
But it's the same... It had the same dark tones, the same cinematography of Zack Snyder. So they try to keep it in sequence with Zack Snyder's movies. And, you know, they went by his script, I guess. I don't know.
No, they
that.
didn't go by his script.
They didn't go by his
changed
script.
it.
All right,
That's
explain
the
this to
whole
me.
person.
What is this Zack Snyder cut we talk about?
Okay,
Because
so-
I tell you what, everybody agrees it wasn't a bad movie. I didn't think Justice League was bad. It wasn't that bad.
The extended cut was
I tell
a
you this.
better movie.
I tell you this.
But it wasn't a good
If
movie.
Marvel's Civil War and Avengers movies didn't exist, we would think that was a pretty good movie, decent movie.
Well, you can't
I think
look
it got
at it in a
compared.
vacuum.
It got compared to the Marvel movies.
We don't do that with any other movie. We don't do that. It's either a good movie or it's not.
I just think people's minds, they measured it up against, which you should, by the way, because it's competition. Okay?
Well, with that too, but
It's capital market.
You forced 5
competition.
movies into one movie.
Listen.
With your greatest characters.
Hey, we're going to get
And
into this.
that's not the way Zach wanted it.
We're going to get into this. So people, I do understand, and I'm
And then
saying...
you didn't even have the real villain in it.
I understand. I understand it was being compared to Marvel's movies. You should.
Which it should.
Okay, so if I'm coming out with a new line of vacuum cleaners, people are going to compare my vacuum cleaner to the, what's that vacuum
Dyson.
cleaner? Dyson.
Hoover.
Or Bizzo. What's that? Bizzo or Biso, whatever you call it? It's a,
Biso?
I don't know, B-I-S-S-E-L.
Bison. You're talking about Bison vacuum cleaner.
Is there a Bison back there?
They're Bison vacuum.
Yeah,
the ones that do the pets and stuff.
Yeah. But they're going to compare it to Hoover and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, if I come out with a burger joint, is it as, does it at least beat McDonald's? Does it at least beat Jack in the Box?
Yeah. We not.
Yeah,
You shoot for the stars, but you aim for the moon.
All right. So I get it. Zack Snyder's movies, his last 2, he did. Listen, I'm a big Man of Steel fan. I thought it was awesome.
Man of Steel?
was
Man,
dope.
let me tell you.
It's
It
dope.
was, if
I
you
like
want to
it.
talk about starting a movie
I get it.
series
I get it.
franchise, the Man of Steel was the right one to start with.
I get it. Superman ain't supposed to kill nobody. I get it. But he came
a
with the
new
whole,
age.
this is the beginning
It's
of...
a new age of individual.
Right. He's trying to
he's
learn
not
himself.
perfect.
Right, because even the second one, the Batman vs. Superman, he still hadn't fully figured himself
Yeah, I
out
was
yet.
kind of upset about that. That's
All
where
right,
it started going downhill.
And that's when it
with
started
me.
going downhill. We
For
got
me.
3 stories in one, okay?
It started
Rushing,
going
right?
downhill.
Rushing. So now
Rushing.
we know that those movies were rushed.
More than rushed.
Rushed.
It was they
3
were try-
movies in one,
were
and then Justice League, I don't know what they were doing.
They were. I mean, it's not even a point of saying, okay, we have better material, we're going to compete. They said, we're going to compete and forget about the material we have. It doesn't make any sense.
So-
It's not like there's Star Wars and there's no competition.
It was
between
a classic example a studio executives called Running Brothers who
Trying to
got
get that
in the
money.
way.
They tried to get that money.
Oh, we gotta hurry and catch up to Marvel. We gotta hurry and catch
Well,
up
no,
to
they
Disney.
had to get the movie out so they could get their bonus.
But see, they didn't understand. Fine, Marvel got 10 years on you, but guess what you guys have that Marvel doesn't?
The 3 greatest heroes that have ever been written. It is a
You got 3 of the
pantheon.
top 5.
It's
What are you guys doing?
It's
Dude,
ridiculous.
Marvel already been through phase 3 already. They used up all their top superheroes. They're going to
They
be
didn't
in
even
trouble.
use their top superheroes.
They
They
did.
used their
Yeah, they
smaller
did.
ones. They used the ones that they could use. They didn't use their top.
Iron Man is top.
He wasn't a top when it
come on.
started. When
Iron Man is
started,
the top
he was
5
not
in the last in the turn of the 21st
yeah,
century.
but not until the movie. People didn't even like Iron Man until the movie.
Well,
he wasn't even.
I
the
kinda
lead-
disagree on that
He
one.
wasn't even the leader of the Avengers back then.
But we'll say this: Iron Man was used. Captain America is used.
Correct.
Spider-Man's been used.
They made Captain America
dope.
man
I am not a Captain America fan until
until Chris Evans.
Chris Evans
And
did
they
it.
used Chris Evans, who was
Man, they made Thor dope.
they made.
Come on.
They even made a bad Thor movie, and it still was
and
good.
it still was decent enough.
Yeah, because
Right.
when the story went back, he was like,
Man,
"Oh,
that Thor Ragnarok.
that's what they was
Thor
doing."
Ragnarok top 3, top 5, top 3.
It's in the top 5, man. I'm gonna give you that. It's in the top 5.
Boy,
Woo.
that's close, boy. Anyways, we'll go on that one. So, Marvel used up their top characters. Okay?
Well,
They used up their top characters. Because a lot of these, I'm talking about to an average movie fan.
Well,
Average.
those are the characters that you had.
that you will recognize if you don't have never read the comics. Okay, they used them. Guess who you have, DC? You still got Green Lantern. You still got Batman, because Batman is always Batman. You got Superman, you barely even used.
You got Wonder Woman
You got Wonder Woman. You had a Aquaman, and you got a Russian?
and a
Why?
Flash.
Why? Why rush it? Because Marvel's in phase 4. You could be in phase 1, and people are
They
like,
could
you
be
know
in-
what?
they
I
could
don't
be
know
in-
who.
They could be in phase 2 right now.
I don't know who Shang-Chi is. I don't care about Miss Marvel.
But because
I don't know
it's
all
Marvel-
this. But then you got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. It's like, okay, now DC, let me see your phase go. You know what they did? They jumped the gun because
They did.
studio executives can't read the people, right? So lo and behold,
they knew.
Lo and behold, you are going to explain 4 or 5 years later, we need a Zack Snyder cut. Because now we're really desperate.
Well, it's not that we need a Zack Snyder cut. What happened was there were rumors that there was a Zack Snyder cut. And then one day, the man who we don't know will play Superman again, you know.
Oh, it looks like he's coming.
He
It
might.
looks like he's more close to be. Who's gonna be on
I
that
don't know.
level?
I mean, I don't know. I'm
you
just
know how
saying.
hard it is just to find him.
I'm just saying.
His body's there. His acting is there.
Hey,
He
man,
looks like him now.
I am there, but he's
Yeah.
starting to make more and more stuff now.
No,
And he's not under
R-rated.
contract anymore.
It's more closer that he will be.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
there's always that thing that, hey,
You want to worry about somebody, you might want to worry about the new Batman guy.
yeah.
I don't think he can mentally hang with this because I'm reading too much not good stuff off. I'm hearing a lot of great things about the script, but him being Batman himself, I don't know if man, we'll see. I'll give you a chance, but dang, dude, man, come on, Matt
Well, I'm
Reeves.
saying-
I'm a Matt Reeves fan, so and him
Matt
and
Reeves. Oh, you
him
mean the
and Andy
director?
Serkis is going to team up together. So I'm down because I'm a
Look,
Planet of the
we're-
Apes fan.
We're jumping the gun.
All right, we jumping again. So
jumping
give
the
me a
gun.
Zack Snyder cut. Talk
So
about it.
here's the deal. Zack Snyder had a vision.
All right.
Through certain circumstances, he had to leave to
Okay.
jump into this vision.
All right.
And Josh Whedon came and he messed up the whole DC universe. But now,
I would
Yeah,
put
he
it all on him. Come on, man. That's not fair. He came in to pick up some pieces of a broken house, and he had a
this is true.
this is
But
not
even-
his thing.
Well, I'm
His
just
thing is
saying-
we're about to judge
This
because
was-
it's coming up with the suicide.
Well,
All right.
all I'm saying
Suicide
is,
Squad.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
So all I'm saying is,
All right.
when Josh
So
Whedon,
I'll give you a break, Josh. Go ahead.
all I'm saying is this.
What do you think about that cut? It's
I
gonna be
haven't
dope?
seen it yet. I've seen
you think it's gonna
snippets
be
of
dope?
what it would look like without.
Is it gonna make a
special
difference?
I think it will, because you'll introduce Apocalypse and you'll introduce Green Lanterns, and you'll really.
It's going to have all that. Did he film that already? Because you have to film it already.
It was storyboarded, and some of it was filmed and cut.
Did he film some Green Lanterns in already?
Yes. You don't remember when they even talked about the lanterns?
They talked about
and
it.
they showed the fight.
Some.
Remember, they showed the fight where there's no more lanterns left in the. Yeah, you go back and watch it. But also, Warner Brothers has given them $20+ extra million to redo to make it the Snyder Cut. So it'll either be.
Are you kidding me? You saying they're going to make some new, fresh footage?
You have either a 4-hour director's cut movie or a 6-series mini TV style TV show on HBO Max.
HBO Max is trying to get it.
Aren't they though?
I might.
And
you might actually make me pay that extra $5 to get HBO.
And it's even saying that it's going to be totally different from Josh Whedon's cut movie. Period.
Separate?
It's going to be totally different.
You mean totally different?
It's going to be totally different. Like the whole premise, the thought process, where it's at, it's going to be different.
They're going to change up the lighting and cinematography?
Well, it can't change it because it's still Zack Snyder's vision. But the movie, the
tones of the movie?
The tones of the movie, the
story, the direction?
The story arc, the direction,
My
all
goodness.
of this. So you imagine, if they do this, what will it do?
Because it was so dry.
What will it do for the Disney movie series?
Will we set up the characters that actually have personality and background a little bit, a tiny bit? He can't.
I hope so.
You really can't.
Why not?
Because they jumped into it already. Here, everybody, other than Wonder Woman, she's the only one that had. Wait a minute. Did the Wonder Woman movie come out after or before? I have a brain freeze. Was it before or after? After Justice League.
It came out before.
Wonder
Justice
Woman came out before the Justice League. All right. She's the only one, and you already know Batman's background, so you don't need to see it like 100 times. We had Man of Steel.
The only bad thing about this
is Aquaman didn't have he didn't have a story before
the only bad thing about this is they got to find a way to bring Ben Affleck back to his parts.
You should never, man, that should never
we'll
see Matt Reeves.
That's going to be
we'll see Matt Reeves. I'm holding my
issue.
tongue. I said there's no way in God's green earth, Heath Ledger, that guy who does all these other, what's that, fairy tale movie, wherever he did, and Brokeback Mountain, he going to be the Joker? Yo, you kidding me?
Different type of director.
I will never, ever doubt Christopher Nolan in my whole entire existence. Even though my favorite director now. I can't wait for Tenet. What last movie sucked? You didn't like that?
Are we gonna get into this? Or are we gonna stay on Zack Snyder?
Okay, we'll stay on Zack. I can't wait for Tenet though. Or that Tenet. Take it too long. Okay, all right.
COVID,
stupid COVID. You took my Christopher Nolan.
We're
Hans Zimmer.
I'm not gonna.
Is he gonna put Hans Zimmer?
I know.
Is Hans Zimmer in it?
Hans Zimmer.
Is he doing the score? Are they gonna redo the whole score?
I don't know, man. Hey,
you should never got away from Hans Zimmer.
They should have never got away from Hans Zimmer. But
him alone can make your movie interesting.
They got an extra 20 plus, so almost $30 million.
$30 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for extra editing
to fix
stuff.
A movie.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we'll see. There'll be more information coming out.
All right.
But yeah, we'll go that.
And they're going to release it on HBO Max, or they're going to do the whole...
They're going to release it on HBO Max. So
I will get HBO for 1 month just to watch that.
I'm thinking it's going to be a TV
Then I'll
series.
cancel my subscription. 1 month. I got enough. I got Netflix, Disney Plus. I had to do Disney Plus for the kids. I got sucked in. Might as well do. I got Hulu Live. Might as well put it all in that one package. Hulu Live, ESPN Plus, and
Yeah, and Disney Plus.
I get it. But then I'm looking, and then Netflix. You always got to keep your Netflix. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep watching that Tiger King. Now they're talking about doing the movie, the Tiger King movie.
Man, if we go into that,
and I forgot who they had to play. Who they were going to play the Tiger King?
You know who they was going to use?
Oh,
my main man, Nick Cage.
Nick Cage. Oh, gosh, that's gonna
Cage.
Oh, I can't wait to see that movie. All right. What else you got for DC Talk?
Well, it's not really DC Talk. It's Comic Talk.
Oh, Comic Talk?
Yeah.
Sorry, that Zack Snyder cut might work. We'll see.
We'll see.
This is what happens when Now, because now DC finally getting it, but
Hopefully.
I'm still, because I'm still, I got PTSD from they're meddling in so much crap.
You are listening to
GPS. They meddled in all the movies.
Okay, I'm just waiting for when they get to the top. Okay, we had Wonder Woman, $1 billion. Aquaman, $1 billion. Joker, $1 billion. Okay, now we making Marvel type movies. Let's go ahead and mess it all up. I'm just waiting for it.
Well, they messed it up when they made the Joker movie.
Oh, I'm getting close. No. They said that was standalone from the very beginning.
I understand
so our
that.
expectations knew it wasn't. It was a great movie.
It didn't have to be called the Joker. I liked it better if it wasn't called the Joker.
You're the only one in that group. It was pretty good.
I'm not the only one.
It was pretty good.
I think you
Let's
need
say
to go
this.
back and read it.
It
was a
got
good
people
movie.
who wants him as Joker now.
I agree that it was, but I never thought he couldn't be Joker. He's
They
a
want him as
great
Joker.
actor. It's like,
Well, if you're going to go back in 1990s, you're going back when Batman, at the year 2 of Batman, which I totally agree.
that wasn't
fine.
even year 2. That was
No,
Bruce Wayne
I'm talking about
before.
Matt Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
And Andy Serkis, the Serkis, how you say his name. He is going back, the guy who played Gollum in those Lord of the Rings series.
Andy Serkis.
The best action guy to animation dude ever on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just got done watching War of the Planet, the last one. Beautiful. Caesar is the best.
Oh, it
oh
is.
my
He is.
gosh, his acting was sick on that. So, he's going to be Alfred, which oh my gosh, they said darker tones. He actually pushed for a rated R, and Warner Brothers said no. So we know this is going to be it. Detective skills, the real Batman we ain't seen
Right.
on live screen. Now, year 2. So if it's year 2, are we talking about in the 90s where you could possibly use Joaquin Phoenix? I'm trying to figure out a way to sniggle him in
Why?
there. I don't want to see a different Joker already.
He was a Joker before
I know,
he was born.
I get it. No, what do you mean he was
Well,
born?
not before
Come
he
on,
was born.
man.
He was a child.
He was 9-10 years old, right?
Man, that's and he was supposed
In
to
the
be
mid
his
80s,
brother.
early 80s,
Late 70s.
early. So let's see if he does 90s. I think we could work.
He's supposed to be his brother.
No, he denied him as being his brother.
That don't mean it.
You remember at the
He
end?
did deny it, but
You
that
remember
don't
at the
mean,
end they found out he wasn't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right.
The paperwork.
Okay.
The mom was delusional.
She was
Yeah.
delusional. All right. So, oh no, we'll get a new Joker. I don't want a new
I don't
Joker.
think they
I'm
should
tired
even
of
use the
this
Joker for a while. They
Yeah,
need to
just leave him alone for a while.
let him stay out there.
You know
But
what's cool? You know what's cool though?
What's up?
Colin Farrell, because he's doing the new Penguin. Okay. He said he's got a few parts in the movie, but they're pretty big parts. But the main villain is going to be centered around the Riddler.
Okay.
Paul Dano,
Okay.
great actor.
He's a good actor.
I cannot wait. I just want to see Riddler again. I can't. It's taking too long. All right, so
I rather wanted Johnny Depp to be the Riddler, but it is what it is.
I just think people are just over Johnny Depp and the older
I don't know
actors,
why.
Tom Cruise, Johnny
He's a-
Depp.
but
I think
he's-
people just all right,
It's
new
just good
stuff,
for
new
him.
people.
He's good.
I agree. I like Johnny Depp.
I think his way of acting fits
The Riddler, it
the
does.
Riddler.
It
So,
does.
Or
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. You know, I just got done watching
What did you sit down and watch?
Blade 2 on
Ooh.
TNT.
Oof.
The best Blade to me, to be honest with you.
Oh, that
First
was-
one's a classic. Second one had the best action.
Oh yeah, the second
All
one.
right. And the last fighting scene at the end. Story was the best.
Story was the best. Oh,
Right.
Yeah. The first one got you excited.
Right. First one got you excited.
You was like, what? They made Blade cool?
And the third one was just funny. Ish.
Yeah.
You know, what's his name in it, right?
Triple H.
You know, Deadpool guy in it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm saying, yeah, Triple H. So I'm sitting there, I'm just like, yeah, it got me thinking. I said, honey, I can't wait till this new Blade gets started. My man playing that new Blade. The new Blade.
The new Blade is going to be awesome, man. And it's going to be a TV series. It's going to start out as a
That
TV
actor is
series.
on a different level.
Yeah.
I can never say I can never
man.
say his first name right. I'll just say Mr. Ali.
Marshall Ali.
Cottonmouth.
Marshall.
If you know who he played, he was Cottonmouth
Ali.
in Luke Cage and Netflix. This dude is the new Blade. And what do you think about that? because we were talking about this whole, like, you talk about that DCAU,
Right.
DCAU, DC's animated universe, because they have their own animated universe.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Right? Right?
Probably the best thing they put out.
And it's like 16 of those cartoons, right?
Right. Oh, it's more than that.
Right. Well, whatever it is, I cannot get past the first one because the best one to me, I still got to see more. But I'm already going to prejudge that Flashpoint.
Flashpoint is awesome.
And they talking about they're going to do the movie Flashpoint. I'm like, oh, boy, you guys better not mess this up because this is one of the best DC stories.
Look, are you really trying to go there right now?
Well, we'll come back to it.
No,
but
no,
what I'm
let's just do
saying,
it now.
on the
Let's get it out.
multi-universe, Marvel's going to do that whole thing with Doctor Strange, right?
Oh, yeah. Doctor Strange and
The madness of the multi-universe. So you think this is a way to introduce?
This is going to introduce everything. Using Wanda.
You think this is the way to bring in the X-Men and all them?
This is the way you
Fantastic
can
Four?
Well, I think what it is that it can open up for a lot of things that we didn't see. So a lot of like real mystical things. Thor kind of made mystic look like real things, like science. But Doctor Strange,
the realms, the 9 realms.
Yeah, but right. Doctor Strange opened things up to a whole different level when he was working against a real demon, you know.
And that timeline stream and Endgame and all that.
Yeah, and an Endgame where he saw everything.
And what's her name? Already knew exactly what was going on.
Yeah, so.
What's
which one?
Bald-head girl.
Oh, you're talking about
brain freeze. I hate these.
Oh man,
that's how you know we're talking because we get in these random brain freeze. The enlightened one, the enlightened one, the protector,
the great one,
the great one, something like that.
I'm all man.
Oh man, you'll look it up. But anyway, it doesn't matter because she was explaining all these different timelines. The ancient one that does all these different timelines and time streams and different. So we're going to that's going to be the way they're going to introduce the X-Men and Fantastic Four and Blade and all these people. I just can't wait for Blade. Actually, I can't wait for Shang-Chi. It's too bad they're going to do the whole 10 rings. And I'm like, dang, dude. I mean, we could have used this on Iron Man 3, and now you want to do 10 rings?
Yeah.
This don't make sense. That's one thing I didn't like. Like, we didn't get the Mandarin yet. He's coming.
He's coming.
But he should have came when Iron Man was around.
Yeah, I know. You know, we were going through that issue with China. You know, China always got to be, you know, they got a lot of control over some stuff.
Dag Nuggets.
Just know that.
Hey, that new Blade's going to be,
I trust Marvel.
Hey.
Kevin Feige.
You think they're going to do Blade right?
Yes. They did Blade right the first 3 times. Why wouldn't they do it right now with Kevin Feige?
People, you guys better recognize who Blade represents. He made Marvel movies cool. He's the first one.
He made it.
Marvel was
not even Marvel.
Miserably failing at movies.
That any comic
in the 90s
book
and
movie
80s
was profitable because Batman with George Clooney was the last one before Blade came out.
After that, people said, we're cool.
Because then you had the Phantom and those other, man, I don't even want to
People like, we're cool.
Spirit.
We're cool.
Yeah, and they were like, oh, no, these ain't. No.
After Batman Forever, it was done.
Oh, yeah.
Because Batman Forever, Jim Carrey saved it. Schumacher wanted to make it colorful and get away from the burden darkness, and that's when it started falling. Jim Carrey saved it.
I was upset about that because they didn't use my boy.
Then you used George Clooney and Bat Nipples. Huh?
They didn't use my boy for Two-Face.
Who?
Billy D.
Billy D. Oh, Billy D. Nigga.
He should have been Two-Face, but they went a whole different direction without Billy D. He was Harvey Dent for 2 movies.
For 2 movies, you gonna take him out?
Then you gonna take him out?
Oh man, we already know what that was all about. But the thing about it is this, okay? Blade, not the X-Men movies or Spider-Man movies. It was Blade that gave Marvel some resurrection.
Oh yeah.
Gave them a hope.
People don't understand
because they were about to
bankrupt.
We talked about this in one of our first TV shows.
Why Blade didn't get its due.
Got to get it its due, right? All right. So let's talk about. Let's go back and talk about the DC animated.
All right, let's do that.
So We got about 5-10 minutes. Go ahead. What you got?
Man, let me tell you, it's ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
Ridiculous how good that whole series is. I am so upset that DC couldn't use this content, these writers, these ideas to make a movie. You start out with Flashpoint, and you make your way down through movies like Justice League Dark. You have a Wonder Woman movie. You have an Aquaman movie. You have a Batman movie. You have a Teen Titans movie. You go into a movie where Apocalypse is in, and then you end it with the Apocalypse War, one of the most sensational comic book series out there, and it hits the mark, and it ties everything right back.
Yeah, it's a lot of Justice League.
John Constantine.
It's a lot of there's a couple of those Constantine.
There's a man. Look, let me tell you. Look, just the simple fact that they put Constantine in the series to make it tie in, to make him have he was an anchor for this series. Just the fact that they took Batman and they made him an anchor to the series. Just the simple fact that they put the death of Superman, the resurrection of Superman, the other Supermen in the series.
People, he wants this to be translated into the DCEU. And I try to tell him, animated series, you could do a little more. They're kicking Marvel's butt in animated. They're kicking Marvel's butt in TV.
They are.
They're kicking Marvel's butt in all just by every area but the movies. They're catching up a tiny bit, but it's still a little far off. But you can't really, animated, you got a little more freedom to do things in animation series. And you got to also understand. You got the regular moviegoers.
Marvel made the
You can't
Infinity
make movies
War
for
work.
comic boys. Huh?
He made the Infinity Wars work.
Who?
Marvel did.
Yeah, but they still made it towards the general audience.
But it's not the point.
Right.
They made it work.
They made it work, but they didn't have every element of the Infinity Wars.
But you know
it.
what? The thing was they couldn't because they didn't own the rights to all their characters either. So they made it work without having the Fantastic
Masterful
Four
job.
or the X-Men.
Masterful job.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Or with Doctor Doom. They didn't have none of it. They made it work.
They did?
With monotone characters, not their top characters. The only top character they really had in there was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
And they pulled a nugget out of their butt with that one.
Oh man, I can't wait for this new Spider-Man. It's gonna be awesome.
Look, you always say that. Do you not realize we take for granted how good Kevin Feige's mind is?
Now Jeff Johns in charge.
We shall see.
He's a DC comic book writer from the beginning.
He is.
Okay. So we'll see what happens. Okay. We're gonna find out what happens.
We will.
We're gonna find out, because I can't wait, because it was a Craven the Hunter for Spider-Man.
Yeah, with Spider-Man.
Perfect. He's gonna be on the run. They hunting him down.
Man, Daredevil as his lawyer, Matt Murdock.
Could you please bring in the boss man?
Kingpin?
Please, the Kingpin.
Man. Spider-Man has so many great villains.
Huh?
He has so many great villains.
I want the Kingpin from the Netflix series.
Yes, I want the Daredevil from the Netflix series.
Just bring them all in.
Just roll them in.
Just roll them in.
Just roll them.
Oh,
man, that's
you have
a
to do the
20-year-old song.
Please.
Yeah,
all
you
right.
have to.
So, they have to.
Right.
They need to. So to wrap this up, they have to. I know Sony's getting a little Warner Brothers executive mindset here. Oh, let's get this Sony universe going now that we making money.
Hey,
Venom, Carnage.
Hey, calm down for a second.
Yeah, what's up?
What do you think they're going to do when the ban is lifted? Do you think they're going to be patient, or you think they're going to try and jump on the bandwagon again?
Who?
The executives.
On what? DC?
Yeah, for Warner Brothers.
Oh, Warner Brothers? AKA Comcast. Is it Comcast who owns them? ABC Comcast?
No. Warner Brothers is still.
No, Warner Brothers is bought out.
When?
Yeah, I just saw the list yesterday.
Man, what?
4 companies own 90% all media outlets in the country. Watch the Bernie Sanders blackout.
Oh, all right. I'll check that
They're
out.
explaining it. In 1980, media was controlled by 90 different companies. Now it's only controlled by 4. Disney, NBC, Comcast, AT&T. I think AT&T owns Warner Brothers.
Okay.
That makes his Time Warner, but AT&T owns Warner Brothers and all the Turner stuff.
Okay.
And the fourth one was, brain freeze. I can't remember. Multi-$100 billion companies. 4 own all media. And they said that media controls the narrative of who's getting voted for president. And when Bernie said we're going after corporates, they all took turns shutting them down while he won social media. So watch Bernie black out. It's not so much if you support socialism or not, because 80% of people don't understand what socialism is outside of listening to Fox News. All right, they tell you, so it's like communism. Okay, all right. You want to have that debate? We can talk. But the good thing about Bernie blackout, we might have to talk about that. We'll watch it. But it's shows how media controls the narrative. They'll tell you who's going to be president. They'll tell you.
Yeah.
This is who we want. So, yeah. Anyways, so will those executives get in the way of hotness? I would say,
man,
if they know what's best for them,
they won't.
They maybe learned their lesson. But people are hard-headed.
And it's always about
it's
that
working
money.
now because executives took a step back.
But will they take a step back now that we're about to be free again?
We're about to find out after Suicide Squad. After Suicide Squad, and we'll see how the HBO TV series do.
Yeah.
If individual directors keep shining, because,
and Wonder Woman.
Right. Well, the new direction for DC is they're going to let the directors do their thing and executives out, because these guys come in and say, if I'm going to direct and take this film on, you guys cannot be having any interference. That's going to be you got to put that in the clause.
Well, only a few directors get that kind of
Well, yeah.
So they're going to have to get those kind of directors.
They did that with, what's his name for Aquaman? They did that with, another brain freeze. Patty Jenkins. Who directed Aquaman, the Fast and Furious? Was that Justin Lin? No, that wasn't Justin Lin.
It's the Asian dude.
Help me online. Help me, GK Nitez. You look it up real quick. You got it. All right, anyways, they gave him, one of the great directors, green light. You see what I'm saying? They're given, you're looking it up? Okay. Right, Josh Whedon. Anybody that comes on board and say, okay, we need to have creative control. Leave me alone. I'll make sure it's good.
James Wan.
James Wan. Oh, yeah, James Wan. So it is working. $3 billion movies outside of Christopher Nolan's Batmans.
Right.
Because you changed up the formula. If they know what's good for them, you stick with the formula. Well, we'll see, because Warner Brothers is one of those studios.
It's one of the oldest.
It's old.
One of the oldest out there that's still around.
It's like, old man, he might change for 2 seconds just because he wants a better relationship with his grandkids and he doesn't want you to hold his grandkids away from him. All right? And then when you come back around, he turns right back around to that grumpy old grown man after the third visit. Huh?
They just got bought out, so now you don't know what's going to happen because of structure. People might want to scrap things. They might want to change things.
AT&T might say,
hey, at one point, DC was up for sale. 2 months ago, it was talking about Disney buying DC.
Well, I know. We'll see. Well, anyways, wrap this up.
Yeah.
I got 9% battery juice going on. I didn't plug in my
Looks like
iMac in. My Mac, not iMac. So we'll see. We'll see if DC does it. We'll see. All right, guys, that's random comic movie talk.
Yeah, we'll talk about Wolverine and Hugh Jackman later.
What about Wolverine, Hugh Jackman?
No, we ain't got time.
We don't got time?
That's almost a
Is he coming back?
There's a thing that he may come in as a cameo and show up in the Wolverine TV show along with Chris Evans.
We'll see. Is that What If, though?
No. This is when they bring Wolverine into the Marvel Universe. He said he's willing to do cameos, but not a full time. So that means they're going to have somebody else as Wolverine. And he's willing to do cameos. He may even do the real Old Man Logan.
Old Man Logan was the whole point. All right, so hey, thanks for listening to us for 40 minutes here.
Man, thank you.
Okay,
man. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you very much. Okay, What is that word you say? Ingratiate? How you say that?
Ingratiate.
Yeah, thank
Ingratiate.
you. Did you ingratiate what we had to say into your brain?
Thank you. We appreciate
I don't
it.
know if I used that in a sentence right. I just gonna say,
Just wanted to
you
use
need to ingratiate me
Ingratiate
and what
yourself.
I do for your life. Anyways, hey, listen, check us out. Remember, grownfolkskidshow.com.
GPS.
And thank you for letting us.
Navigate you through our mind.
That's right. Hey, stay grown.
Stay kid.
Take care of your family. Stay kid. And what's up, man? You the guy that's supposed to lead us out. Go
I
lead
know
us
you
out.
just doing all your random
I just
talk
said
today.
make sure.
It's random talk
I just
today,
said make sure
okay?
go to grownfolkskidshow.com.
Yo,
Check us out
yeah.
on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff.
Hey, we're on all podcasts, and the show is coming back. We are almost
Twitter.
ready to hit the lights. The
We need
red light will
fans
hit, and
like
you will
us.
see the Great Gunny again on your TV screen.
Please.
So remember,
Hey, we're doing
Stay
our TV
kid.
show coming soon.
that's what I just said.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Stay kid,
Peace out.
and peace out. Gee.